So moving on to manual dexterity. Please tick this box if you can use your hands without any difficulty. So this is this. Now, on the face of it, it might look like I can use my hands without difficulty. Looks like it not actually the case at all. So I've got quite a bit of nerve damage in this hand. I get a lot of pain across my wrist for a start. I broke these 3 fingers at one point as well, so I've got extra sensitivity at the end of those fingers. After typing for about half an hour, I'm starting to find that my hands are really quite painful. I'm not able to continue. My hands will lock quite often, and I have to sort of crack them to get them working again. That can be quite painful, the locking or the cracking. I tend to find that, for no reason at all, my hands are hurting just throughout the day. So, there is, although I can functionally move my hands, there are problems with them. And of course, there may be worse problems that you're experiencing with your hands. So think about that very carefully. Can you use either hand to press a button, such as a telephone keypad, turn the pages of a book, pick up a £1 coin, use a pen or pencil, or use a suitable keyboard or mouse? Now, this is really important because there's a bit of a naughty question in there. Can you pick up a £1 coin? It doesn't say where the £1 coin is. So be very specific as to how you say you pick up that £1 coin. Because if previously you said you couldn't bend over in the sort of moving around, or that you had back problems, and then you say, oh, if I saw a £1 coin on the floor, I'd bend and pick it up, that'd be no problem. And then they'd be like, well, you can't have a bad back then. So watch out for things like that. But also, can you use either hand to press a button, such as a telephone keypad? Well, yes, you can. Maybe use that, but can you do it repeatedly? Can you do it every day? Are there days when you're not well enough to even do that? Do also illustrate in there if there's a cognitive impact on you doing that. There will be discussion about cognitive functions, so don't go into too much detail with that sort of thing. But if there is a link, then make sure you address that link. Can you use a pen or a pencil? Can you use a suitable keyboard or mouse? Do be aware that you need to be very clear about any variations that you have in your ability to do these things, as always, with this sort of thing. What they're looking at here is, would you be able to take telephone calls as a job? Would you be able to use a pen or a pencil to make notes, or a suitable keyboard or mouse? For example, you might say, well, I could, in theory, use a suitable keyboard or mouse, but I actually don't have the cognitive ability to do that. That would be fine. Or you might say, well, I can do that, but only for a short period of time before I start to get cramping, and so on and so forth. Or not being able to, because you haven't learned how to do it if you don't have a learning disability of some description, isn't something that you can put in here. It is just about the actual manual dexterity of your hands. So don't be afraid to put in a lot of information about how your hands are affected if they are affected.